The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So, talking politics. So, amidst all this other crazy shit that's going on, right? I don't want to forget the fact that Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar are both being heavily investigated for all sorts of shit. But Ilhan Omar is now being investigated in a completely different way. She makes like, what is it, $150,000 a year? They make something like that. And she went from being worth $5 to being worth $30 million. In a few short years. All sorts of money. Where did all this money come from? What is your involvement in all of these daycare centers and food programs in Minnesota? I mean, we know that you were kind of like the one that encouraged us all to put a whole bunch of money into feeding our future. And you were doing promo videos with them and stuff. How much money did they put into your campaign funds? How much money did they put into your pocket? I think these are good questions to ask because there's a whole lot of people that are all of a sudden millionaires. And it's like, huh? And I think that what we're going to find out is that not only in Minnesota, I think we're going to start to find out that countrywide, there are politicians. I'm just going to say politicians because I bet you there's more than a couple Republicans in this fucking group too. I think we're going to find out that a whole lot of people are getting paid a whole lot of money to vote things into law, to give money to certain groups that then kick that money back into their campaign funds and into their pockets. And I think that we're going to find out that quite possibly for decades, the entirety of the Democratic Party was funded by corruption. And like scams and shit. Theft of tax dollars. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Pam Bondi went to Minnesota and fucking arrested that lady and that obnoxious fucking dude that ran up into the church with Don Lemon. Apparently the judge has said we're not going to charge John Lemon. I'm annoyed by that. That annoys me, but whatever. I'm used to it, you know what I mean? Like, nothing ever fucking happens. But they arrested that lady that runs the group, and they arrested the obnoxious fucking dude that was screaming at people. And we'll see what happens with that. They're going to take a First Amendment stance. I believe that the prosecution is also going to take a First Amendment stance, which is kind of funny. Maybe people will get a little education, find out what the fuck First Amendment actually says, and what all it actually protects. Like, it protects a lot more than just freedom of speech. A lot more to it, nevertheless. Yeah. Ilhan Omar. Fucking crazy. If she winds up being in cahoots with these fucking Somali daycare centers and these Somali fucking home care things and the busing and all. Dude, if her whole campaign is just essentially funded by fraud, that's gonna be interesting. Like, I don't know exactly what it is they do about that, but they gotta do something about that, right? Like, there's gonna be something to be done about that. They're gonna do something about that, right? Like, you could do something about that, right? Like, you do something about that, right? Like, I mean, come on, you gotta do something about that, right? Yeah, who knows? Again, it's gonna wind up crazy as fuck if Tim Waltz gets up on fraud charges, winds up in jail, and Ilhan Omar comes up on fraud charges and winds up deported. Dude, I hope they send Ilhan Omar to damn it, I can't remember the fucking name of the country. El Salvador. I hope they send her to El Salvador, to that fucking prison down there. Because they can't send her back to Somalia. She's going to go back to Somalia and they'll just kill her. No, we don't want that. We want her to be in prison. We don't want her dead. We don't want her hurt. We don't want anything bad to happen to her other than consequences of her actions. That's what we need. We need justice, not vengeance. But nevertheless, we need some fucking justice. Like, I don't know. It annoys me. Cause, like, alright, fuck. I know how this shit works. You guys know how this shit works too. Nevertheless, I'll explain it for anybody who might be new. The U.S. government has like a 92.6% conviction rate or something like that, because they only proceed with a case if they're gonna win it. Like, they gotta make sure they got it fucking dead to rights. Yeah, we got everything. We're good. Like, we're gonna proceed with this. And we see what happens when they don't go out like that. When they fucking charge Diddy with RICO and they didn't have it. Didn't work. And that's some shit. And there you go. And that bitch got fired. You lost that case. You're out. You're a loser. We have a 92.6% conviction rate. And the reason we have a 92.6% conviction rate is because every once in a great while, we gotta fire somebody like you. Because you suck. So she went, and Diddy's, doing whatever the fuck Diddy's doing now. Right? He's probably selling baby oil at this point. Like, that should be a business that Diddy should go into. Because you figure, right? You have Diddy oil. Who's not going to be buying Diddy oil? Like, if you use baby oil, you might as well use Diddy oil. Because it's funny. You do it for the meme. He'll make billions. Anyways, I always come up with fun ideas. But, yeah. So, unless they have a solid fucking case. That's why we're never gonna fucking have anything happen with the fucking Epstein files. Because so many different administrations have most likely destroyed so many different sections of those fucking documents that we just don't have anything rock solid anymore. We've got nothing that we can bring forward a case with. Because we can't bring forward a 92.6. We're doing 50-50s here. And they're just not going to fuck with it. The U.S. government, as far as suing motherfuckers, is just like Stephen Strange in the beginning of Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange, when he's looking through patients and he doesn't want to fucking treat them because, this is not like, this isn't a guaranteed thing. There's too much risk involved here. I can't possibly have something go wrong, make me look bad. So they won't do it. And hopefully, they get enough. Nail these motherfuckers. Somebody's got to go down. Like, some Democrat politician has got to go to prison at some point. A Republican too. I don't give a shit. One of these corrupt motherfuckers has got to go to jail at some fucking point. I don't care who it is. And I know. Donald Trump is the most corrupt politician that ever existed, and he should be in jail too. Sure. Fine. But only after he puts everybody else in jail. Right? Like, this is the thing. You take him out last. Have him do at least the next 3 years worth of work. Have him promote the GOP for the next 5-6 years. And right when he's about 90-ish, probably still look exactly the same as he does now. Probably still be doing the exact same fucking thing that he does now. But when he's 90-ish, that's when you kind of go, alright, look, man, we got to put you on house arrest for the rest of your life and never listen to you anymore. Because I don't give a shit. Whatever. But at some point, somebody's got to go down. But it looks like this might actually happen with Ilhan Omar. Who knows? I know better than to get my hopes up, and believe me, I'm not getting my hopes up. Fuck it. Nothing's going to happen. But it's nice to dream.